the cloud kind of offered a lot of the sort of the scalability, this elasticity, which was great. And it meant you didn't have to have these big data centers. You didn't have to have machines lying around sort of unused because you were waiting to be hit by traffic spikes or anything. But the big problem with the cloud, this central cloud, is that it's built around the model of big data centers. And they're kind of few and far between. You know, you've got US East and US West. You've got a couple in Europe and stuff like that. And they're still quite a long way away from the users. So in the same way that it made sense to move a bunch of the logic from your origin servers out to the client, it also makes sense to move a bunch of your logic further out towards the edge. And so this is where we come in. We allow customers to move stuff from their origin servers and move the logic much closer to the browser while still being in a trustworthy computing environment. So what our customers they can do is they can do everything from load balancing. They can do geographic load balancing. A customer comes in, it comes into our San Jose pod. We can automatically route them to US West rather than US East. You know, if you were trying to do that geographic load balancing back at your origin, the customer would have to travel all the way back to your primary data center, which might be thousands of miles away from them, to get the logic to say, oh, actually, you were better off on the West Coast to start off with. You can do security to the edge. When you move stuff like sort of WAF or TLS termination to the edge, it means that everything is happening much closer to the user, and you don't have to have that capacity back at your origin. There's app delivery. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can move the logic to the edge, things like token authentication, things like A/B testing, things like little bits of logic which you can handle at the edge, which means that you don't have to have this logic back at your origin server. It means you can cache more, and it means your site is a lot faster, and it loads a lot quicker. And there is so much information out there about the effect that latency and page load speed has on your bottom line. Your bounce rates, your advertising rates, your conversion rates.